Hello guys, welcome back to a new YouTube video here on Lorenzo's Apple Stuff. Today we're back on the 2011 MacBook Pro. And today we're going to be trying to get macOS 26 Tahoe on here. I have beta 2 on my 2024 MacBook Air, my daily driver. So we'll try to get beta 2 on here. So now I'm going to open up the Safari browser. Now, I highly recommend that you do not follow this as a tutorial. This is very risky. You might screw up your entire computer. So do this at your own risks. I do not recommend this whatsoever. I'm only doing this because this is not my personal computer anymore. I'm just doing it for the fun of it. And we're also going to be partitioning the drive. So if anything goes wrong, we have macOS Sequoia still on the MacBook, and I don't have to do all that open core legacy patch or dual boot stuff. Okay, now you want to head over to this website if you are doing this as a tutorial. Again, do this at your own risks. You're going to head over to install macOS Tahoe beta Mr. Macintosh. For some reason it pulled up the video. Just go to the website down here. It's this website. You just click on the link. See, macOS Tahoe is here. This is a video. This is the wrong page, I think. Okay, this is the page. Here's the download link. As I just said, we're getting the beta 2. Zoom in. This is the public installer. Okay, let me go to the beta section. Here are the betas. We're getting beta 2, the newest one. This one. So you just click on the link and your download will begin. Now it is downloading an install assistant. You can see this package. It should not take too long. It just depends on what unsupported laptop or desktop you're doing this on. Well, I've seen YouTube videos where this guy tried to do it on a 2009 MacBook Pro 13-inch. This is the late 2011 15-inch, as I said before. This other guy tried to get it on a mid 2014 15-inch MacBook Pro. I don't know if it was a 13-inch or 15-inch, but I think it was a 15-inch. Now just give it all the time in the world. Just give it all the time it needs. And when we're done here, we will just open up the PKG, install the file, install the macOS. And before we install macOS Tahoe, we're going to go partition the Mac's SSD. Let's get this ready. So, while this is downloading, you want to open up your disk utility. Do not install this on your main partition if you're doing it on an unsupported Mac. If you're doing it on your supported Mac, you don't have to worry about partitioning it. It'll work perfectly fine, in my experience. I installed beta 1 for the first time ever, and it was so glitchy when my battery died. And then I installed it again, and it completely fixed the issue, and performance was a lot better. Now it's running beta 2. Okay, you want to go to View, and you want to go to show all devices is already ticked. Now you want to click on your hard drive, and you want to go click on partition, and you hit the little plus button. You just hit add partition, and you click on apply. You can drag the slider and give it a name. Let's just name it before we partition it. macOS Tahoe. Okay. Done. It has been named. We will hit partition. Partition. Yeah, continue. Right now it's partitioning the volume. It's trying. Now, be warned, macOS Sequoia does not perform the best on this thing. Okay, the partitioning has completed. We will hit done. As you can see, this red volume is the partition. I called it macOS Tahoe. And now it will return back to the web page. Wait, what happened? Okay, the download is still underway. Okay, there we go. Here's the download. I mean, it did go ahead in some progress, I must say. Now, let's just see what I've been up to lately on this thing. Now, it was running macOS High Sierra after I installed Lion. And remember the video where I installed Lion? Then I upgraded it to High Sierra. Then I upgraded it all the way up to macOS Catalina, which is the first unsupported version of macOS I put on this thing. And then I upgraded it to Sequoia, macOS 15 Sequoia. And now today we're doing macOS Tahoe. It's gonna perform like shit today. macOS Tahoe is gonna perform like crap today. It's just gonna be. This MacBook won't be able to handle macOS Tahoe and the new liquid glass shit. So this thing's gonna perform like absolute dog water. And I hope I can actually set up the thing because people are having issues with the keyboard and trackpad on these laptops or even their desktops on these unsupported installations. So I might need a USB hub to continue. Oh, this is not going to be good. This MacBook is already hot. This thing's already very hot. I'm not too hopeful for macOS Tahoe to run well on this MacBook. It probably won't even run well when it's officially supported by OCLP. Oh my god. This isn't good. Anyway, let's go check up the OCLP and just make sure it's updated. Let me just see if there's a software update for this macOS Sequoia installation, because it's recommended that you install the latest version of the current operating system before upgrading to a new version of macOS. So let's check the update. Let's see what we're on. Let's just see if this is up to date. And I think it isn't. This is taking forever, so that must mean that there's an update to be installed. I just hope there is, because this thing has not been updated for a while. Oh my god, this thing is so bad. This thing performs like crap. Okay, we're up to date. That did take forever to load. Okay, the download is almost finished. Pretty close to the end there. I just hope it doesn't fail. 26.0. Build number, I think it says, okay, this is the build number. 25A5295E. I think that's the build number. Yeah, build. Now, app, beta 2. This update is available. This beta came out on the 23rd, I think. Yeah, it came out on the 23rd. Please, just please, just finish up. It's taking forever. We already spent like 10 minutes keeping ourselves busy. Anyway, I need to go plug the Mac in because we don't want it to die and fail in the middle of the installation. Then we have a nuked hard drive. I don't want to nuke this entire MacBook because it took so much effort to plug MacBook Sequoia on it. So the MagSafe 1 connector, this thing is old. This thing is very fragile. It easily pops out of your laptop. That's one of the cons of this old connector. Put the laptop down. Yeah, it's charging right now. Okay, finished. After an eon. Okay, let's install. Let's open up the installer. It opened. Okay, install. Continue. Install. Let me put my pin in. Nope. Okay, it's starting the installation. This should not take too long. Oh, it's speeding through. Installation complete. I'm gonna keep the installation media just in case of a problem. Now, macOS Tahoe removed this launchpad. In place of it, you've got the Apps Center and a much better Spotlight search. So the installer actually downloaded and installed. Now let's see if it will open. Oh my god, it opened! Oh my, holy cow! Okay, we're gonna install it. Oh my god, agree. Show more. Yep, macOS Tahoe. Continue. Yep, come on. Okay, it's actually installing onto my volume. I'll continue recording on my phone because we're going to be restarting the Mac at that point. See you then. This might take an eon. Okay, the Mac is just about to be restarted. OpenCore Legacy Patcher is blocking it. So let's just hit no on this pop-up. And now we hit try again. Hit OK. Okay. The Mac is updating. macOS Tahoe, here we go. Here it comes. Here it comes. Let's do a verbose boot. macOS Tahoe. Sure. Oh my god. We are actually installing macOS 26 Tahoe onto this machine. Oh my god, it's actually doing something. This is crazy. This is so crazy. Let's see what's gonna happen next. Sorry. So look, it's just hanging there. Yeah, I'll be back when something interesting happens. Okay, the MacBook is attempting to boot into macOS Tahoe. Because of how crappy the performance is going to be, this is going to take forever. So let's wait for this to finish booting. So you can get a better view, I put my phone into landscape mode for the recording. I'll be posting another video today about my iPod Touch, reviewing it in 2025 and seeing how good it is and seeing if it's worth using one in 2025. Now, this thing is going incredibly slowly. I don't know if we can even set this thing up because I've seen YouTube videos where you cannot even type in the password or set up the computer because the trackpad and keyboard are not working in macOS Tahoe. Like they work in the boot, they work in the bootloader, but when you enter the OS itself, nothing works. Okay, this is going so badly. I'm gonna continue recording when we're at the setup dialog. Okay, this is as far as I could possibly get the machine. Yesterday evening, I did get it to boot into the setup system, but nothing worked as I just mentioned. So, thank you for watching me attempt to get macOS 26 Tahoe on a late 2011 15-inch MacBook Pro. This one's so good at first. I thought this was actually going to work, but then it failed. It just stuck halfway through. I'm going to try to reboot the machine and boot it up in verbose mode. Okay. When you boot up the Mac, Command V. Okay, we're going into verbose mode. Okay, verbose mode is active. Starting up the laptop. And it just got stuck. Shoot. Okay, I guess it's stuck over here. So, yeah, I think that concludes the video. This has not turned out well at the end. It booted up into the setup assistant, then nothing worked. I've tried to shut it down. I cannot even hit the shutout button. This is not possible. You need a USB 2 hub, which I don't even have, and which I'm definitely not willing to purchase. Because this thing is 14 darn years old. It's not worth the money to pay anything more for this laptop. When I already have a much more powerful MacBook Air M3 from 2024. So that's it. That's as far as I could possibly get. Thank you for watching the video. Comment, like, and subscribe. I still love this machine, but I shouldn't be spending a bunch of money on this thing. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.